There it is. Simon 2 creates community, right? It's just insane breakbeat record. I think it was a little bit acidy too, but just what an awesome cut. Simon 2 creates community. Yep. Just a banger. No Peak Time set back then was complete without Loose Caboose by the Electroliners. DJ Dan and Jim Hopkins. Jim Hopkins, he was from the Twitch camp. I hope I still have that stuff. Yeah, I mean, what a tune. No Train Wrecks, nice. What a legendary cut. Any Other Girl, this was, okay, Planet Funk remixes. There's an acapella on there, just kind of dirty vocal. Breaks, female vocals, Orbital, Nothing Left. There's a great breakbeat mix on here. Might have been Sasha versus the Light. But I love this one too. There's my play copy of Dubtribe Mother Earth. Jesus, what an absolute monster. Such an amazing tune, man. Dubtribe Mother Earth right there on Organico. Okay, this is rare. This was on Whoop Records. Just a killer breakbeat tune, proggy, but it has a Portishead sample in the breakdown of, I think, Rhodes. He could never get the sample cleared, so this was never released from my understanding. I did talk to him at one point about it. But yeah, Whoop 63, Guy Gerber and Sharaz, Kenny's back. Yeah, the Mike Monday mix was quality too, but the original was just the absolute monster bomb. Played this with that too. Just great kind of new school breaks right here. Just awesome stuff. Carbon Recordings, Oscar Goldman Thrust 2. Lee Coombs, of course. Yeah, that's the one that I played. BT, Hip Hop Phenomenon. Amazing tune. I mean, just what a killer record. I think you could play this at 33 and 45 and it would become a drum and bass record too, but just an awesome cut right here. You know, love this record. This was interesting. This is Dieselboy, which is normally a drum and bass artist, right? But I can never figure out if this was supposed to be played at 33 or 45. But it was just like, you know, techno breaks. It had this incessant driving sound, this build that was just like peak time. Just bananas. Just a bananas record. So I think it might have been called The Descent. I'm not really sure, but this was just an insane track. This would get people going. Slacker, Your Face. Beautiful stuff. That breakdown, that vocal, but you know, the music around it was just intense and driving. Everything Slacker touched was just gold. I think it was Shem Macaulay. He actually passed away several years ago, unfortunately. This was the first one that I ever heard. Slacker Scared, just an amazing vocal sample there, but his bass lines were just so sick. I've got other copies. This is like an import, but I know John Kelly played the hell out of that one. Skydive, Free Fall, amazing vocal with that great synth bass line. Just epic right there. Breeder, Rockstone. I mean, geez, everything they did was just killer. And I've got a second copy back here too. So this is the one that was never played. This is the unplayed copy. I might have played it once or twice just to phase it. But yeah, Rockstone, what a record. I think Mark Lewis was a champion of this one too. But how could you not? I mean, if you're into these tunes, this style back then, this was just an amazing record. And I know, let's keep account of how amazing or epic or legendary or classic I can say. Just awesome tune. Oh, this is a personal favorite. Emkay, Down to the Funk. You know, it's got that classic sample, Down to the Funk, but just the amazing bass line and just a chugger. What was this on? What's the label? Vicious Vinyl. I think they were out of Australia. I'm not really sure. But Vicious Vinyl. Yep. Just a killer tune, man. Love this one. This is prized. Psych Out, another slacker. Just insane stuff. He was just amazing. Everything he touched. Psych Out thing. All right. Pistol Whip. Joshua Ryan on Fragrant. This was a big record too. I remember I played this at a rave once in Colorado. I was playing with Jody from way out west, and he asked me what the hell this was, because this is an American label, right? So it hadn't made it overseas yet, and I had a second copy, so I gave it to him. And I think that was the actual story, when he was looking at this record and he saw my markings on there, and he's like, "Robert, is that Japanese?" And I was just laughing. I wasn't offended at all, but it was just a memorable moment. And here's the one sheet for it too. Yep, Fragrant vinyl. Yep, banger. I gave it a 10 out of 10. This was the on balance, the promo sheets. So many fond memories. Whoop 50th, Clear Skies, that was a jam right there. Saturn was a great cut too, but yeah, played that one incessantly. Tarantella. This was an absolute monster. Both sides of this record are just sick. Spiritualized and Jabberwocky. This was peaks time stuff. Kevin loved this record too. DEA versus Grinstretcher. Just insane. Man, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Just both sides on Plastic Fantastic. What a cut. These were just amazing tunes, man. Just peak hour, progressive bangers. And, you know, of course I had to have a second copy, because sometimes I would play both tracks back to back. But, yeah, just epic. Pete Lazonby, Sacred Cycles. What an amazing record. The Quivver mix. Still to this day, the sound of this record is just phenomenal. I mean, if you know, you know. Pete Lazonby, Sacred Cycles. Marie Naylor, Angry Skies, the Quivver mix, of course. Awesome jam right here on Deconstruction. Yep. Classic. Don't remember what that sounded like, but I must have loved it. Liema, Melodica, and Fabricate. On Baroque. Oh, I forgot about Baroque. Man, they were killing it too. Lost Tribe, the Distant Voices EP, Angel, and Game Master. Oh, okay. This is the Game Master one. That samples, what's her name? About the Palladians. This is just a legendary one. Written and produced by Matt Derry, vocals by Mala Moonbeam. But, yeah. Red Jerry, Who's Tunes. I mean, what an amazing chapter of electronic music. Who's Tunes. Vapor on Velvet on Vapour Records. But yeah, Ocean Wave, yep, that's the one. Just a brilliant cut. This was also a promo as well. There's the one sheet back here. Just a gorgeous tune. Commando Roll. This is bonkers, man. Okay, so this record on Pied Piper. It's just hard to describe, man. This was just an amazing cut. Northface, Commando Roll. Man, I could still listen to this one day. This is an absolute prize. Love this record so much. Really intense, too. This was great also. Played it with this. Polar Tilt, Drivenchild, Polar Tech, Radiant. This is 2000. Morgan Page, I'm Free. What a blaster. Yep, the William Orbit mix. Morgan King, sorry, not Morgan Page. William Orbit mix. That was the one. I think this was also on Sasha and Digweed's Northern Exposure. That's where I first heard it, but man, I had to have a copy. This was on Accession. This was Sasha's label. I'm pretty sure. Tiefschwarz. This had Acid Soul. Yes. What a great breakbeat record. And I was still playing this at brunch at Herringbone back in, 2016, 17, 18, 19. But this was just a great funky house record. Amazing vocal. Oh, this is when I was ordering from Satellite Records in New York. Yep. Timo Maas. Breakbeat. Awesome stuff right here. Featuring Khalees, Help Me. And there's a deep dish mix on here. This is a great tune too. Loco Dice, 420 City Lights. It's awesome. Breaks. Yep. Love this label as well. Oh, this was a cool cut too. Yeah, great female vocal. Kind of on the dirty side. Girl Nobody. Steve Porter mix. Awesome. Steve Porter was... I loved his stuff. Really sexy record. On release. They're out of Canada. Okay, Spittin' Funk. Great record too on Boz's Quivver. I think this was his label also. Spittin' Funk, what a great tune also. Breakbeat, proggy, awesome, just chunky. It's a monster. And of course, Zito de Bass, the Timo Maas remix. Won't. Of course. Doom's Night. Hugely, insanely popular tune. You know, everybody just latched onto that one. Classic, legendary. This is Chemical Brothers? I remember it began in Africa. Yeah, it is Chemical Brothers. Nice. This is more indie stuff, but great breaks. I love this track, The Faint. I think it was Glass Dance that I played. This is the B-side, yep. Awesome. Timo Maas, Shifter. Another great breakbeat tune. Awesome. And there's a one sheet in there. This was a promo from Kinetic. Awesome. Hyper 420 records again. Awesome breaks. More awesome breaks. This is like new school stuff. This was a great compilation. Crafty Cuts, Lost Plates EP. There was at least 3 awesome tracks on here that I just love playing. Crafty Cuts. Yeah, new school breaks. For show. Planet Boogie. Okay, this is going back. Okay, 1997. This had, I think this is a Houdini sample in it. Planet Boogie, awesome record. I think I put this on Funky Ezekiel. Now this one also, Soul Oddity. This is such a great tune. This was on Astroworks. Love this tune. Just minimal funky breaks. It's kind of a little bit tweaky sounds. Yeah. Yep. DJ Tokyo. This was on my... Hey, what's up, Peter? And Andrew? Astroworks Classic. This was from 1996. This was on my Funky Ezekiel mix CD. Just an awesome tune right here. That was the Planet Boogie. And then this one, okay, this was also on Funky Ezekiel. Jedi Knights. Intergalactic Funk Transmission. Is that what it was called? think this had the sample. It goes, "May the funk be with you." I think this was a similar type of track. Awesome. And then, you know, you got, not sure what this is doing in there, but this was a great cut. Entra mi casa. What a sexy, dirty track. All this stuff, Mother Earth. Armin van Helden, just killing it. What a great EP.